Hey, what's up everybody? BDL44 coming at you with another video. All right, so a couple of those videos uploaded, so I'm able to make another one. It's a lot of content today, but yeah, man, more and more people are starting to speak up against Joe Biden's conversations when he's sitting at podiums. People are starting to really make it a thing to scream ceasefire. And of course, the people around who are there to hear him speak, the demons that are in place to more or less continue the nonsense, are hissing and moaning as usual. You know how that goes. At this point, I just think that there are a lot of people in this country that are just flat out evil and want white supremacy to continue to work in a way that allows for children in other countries to die in horrible, horrible ways. And so that's how I look at them. They're the same people that would have kept me in chains, who stole the land from my Native American people. Those people still, their spirits still spawn the earth in this country, raging and hissing and waiting for their karma to come and bite them. They raise their children and their grandchildren and their great-grandchildren to feel the same way they felt. And those people and those energies still walk the earth today. And none of us in this world are safe so long as they still have a say-so, as far as I can tell. But it is what it is, man. The devil works hard. He continues to spawn his demonic entities just like God continues to spawn his people. And we all struggle. But it is what it is. I'm no longer surprised at the evil in this world no more. After what I've seen, I don't have to open my Bible to know what type of demons are out here. Just look in your phone. You see it on your screen. At any rate, I don't side with any of that nonsense. I say burn it all down at this point. And kill 5,000 children. Whatever opposes that is exactly the side I want to be remembered for being on. And I'm thankful that the Lord allowed me to know who I am as I walk this earth, regardless of who's acting like what or who's doing what. I am not that. I am not that. Whatever's going to allow them kids to die and get slaughtered, I ain't with none of that. And you're gonna know that when you look at my content that I've put up here, if they don't erase it. You're gonna know that BDL44 was one of these Americans that didn't have any peace throughout the course of this process. None. None in my soul at all. I would not have gone along with slavery. I wouldn't have gone along with colonization of any peoples. I wouldn't have gone along with any of the things that ultimately discard of human beings. I never would have gone along with any of that. I would have opposed it in any time in my life. If it were any time, if the Lord would have made me alive during the Black Panther Party, I'd likely be someone who was a Black Panther. If he would have made me in the abolitionist movement, I likely would have been an abolitionist. If there would have been something, any type of support for humanity against those who want to profit off the backs of suffering, I likely would have spoken against it, no matter what time in life it would have been. This is who I am. And I'm proud of that spirit because I don't see it in many. I'm proud of that because I know those are the same people who are being quiet, who would want me to stick up for their children, who would want me to stick up for all of this and that, and they wouldn't have the spine to stick up for themselves. That's what I think of you. If you're quiet or you're too scared to speak, I think you need people like me to do that for you. And you are an unfortunate weakness amongst us that allows for this evil to take place. That allows for people like that who would hiss and moan at the notion that someone would actually want children to not suffer. You're amongst them. And as far as I can tell, those people, compliance or accessories or whatever other words you want to put in there, that ultimately you say for my people when we are doing things we ain't got no business doing on these streets. Accessory to murder. That's what you are. You're accessory to genocide. And if ever there were people who needed to be rounded up and did this and that too, it's your ass. For allowing this to happen to children. For allowing this to happen to innocent people. Allowing this to happen to pregnant moms. Yeah. We don't do it right. We don't do it right. But it is what it is, man. I don't care anymore. As far as whether or not my voice is going to be getting me in trouble someday, I expect it. I expect it. Just like anybody else who speaks out in this world today, as you see people getting arrested for what it is they say, I expect it. But at the same time, I don't welcome it because I know I'm on the right side of right. And I pray a lot for the betterment of not only others, but myself as well. But, you know, find yourself alive during times like this, going through the worst times of your life so that you can relate to something that would be horrible and require faith for you to use your mouth to be quiet in circumstances where people aren't doing well. And that is the lightest way of putting it. The people are suffering their own ills. I'm going through my own ills that are not nearly as bad, but bad enough to where I respect suffering differently than I would have at any other time in my life. And I'm thankful on this side of town, going to this particular hotel room or whatever the case may be. I am glad that the Lord put me through exactly what he put me through when he put me through it, so that while that's happening, the worst atrocity of my lifetime is happening. I don't think that's a coincidence at all. That he made it so that I was homeless while people were being genocided across the country, across the world rather, by way of the country that I'm in. And so I'm telling y'all, man, the timing of the Lord is very, very, very real. And various different coincidences that I've seen since September 1st, which happened to be my mother's birthday, the same day I found myself in this situation officially. Same things. Same September 1st that ultimately my good friend rather, KT, her brother was born. The same day that my mother was born. And they happened to be buried at the same place, in the same section, with that same birthday. You see all these coincidences there? It's just a reinforcement of understanding that me and that friend of mine, KT, we supposed to believe in God. And we have a purpose that's much greater than anything that we've yet to see. And the fact that I found myself in this situation, that being the first day that I was in this situation and found that information out on that day. I believe it was that day. I think I got that wrong. What actually was something totally different. Somebody else had their birthday. A lady and her husband had a birthday. It's another coincidence, entirely different one, but I got confused, so I might as well mention it. And I've mentioned it before, but a lady and a man had the same birthday, and they ended up having twins on that day. That birthday was my birthday, and the day I got that information was September 1st. You see what I'm saying? It's a very, very unique coincidence, coupled with the coincidence that's layered on top of that coincidence, for which is in my life. So do you see? That's the truth. You may have heard that story too. They had twins. Their birthday was August 18th. They had that baby on August 18th. And that news story came out on September 1st. My birthday is August 18th. My mom's birthday is, of course, September 1st. You see how that works? All I'm saying is, all of those coincidences come together for me to be going through this while the world is going through this. And I'm speaking up on it because I'm not afraid, because all of those coincidences prove that my God exists. Whether you see it that way or not, it does not matter. He needed me to be able to speak matter-of-factly in such a way that I never would have before. When I say, you keep watching what happens next to those people who are doing this to those children. Keep watching. Because he's going to make sure that everything that they're doing, they're going to have to deal with all of it. And their fall is going to be just as loud as their actions. And when it's bad as it's going to be, there's going to be a lot of people who celebrate that. And that is very unfortunate. But it's going to be a world party when Israel falls, and when America falls, and when Great Britain falls the way that they will, for what they've allowed to happen all these times, that they killed each and every one of these kids over the last 4 weeks. They've fallen for that. They are falling for that. You mark my words. That was the end of us in this country as we know it. I don't know what that means for all of us who are enjoying living in these countries. I don't know. But as sure as my name is BDL44, they marked their end by doing that. I say that with a great deal of confidence too. It's just a matter of how the Lord wants to do it and what it is that ultimately is going to happen in the process of that. And maybe I live to see it, maybe I don't. I don't care. It don't make no difference. He just put me in a position to say it to you. They're going to fall for that. And all of the people who allow for it to happen, if they happen to live to see that day, it's going to be a bad day for them. Not only are they going to lose everything that they've been trying to build, but they're going to have to find themselves coping with what comes with that. And I have a strange feeling it ain't going to be just no afterlife nonsense. No, I don't think so. It's going to be a real day of reckoning for those people. It ain't going to be, oh, they go to hell and they burn. No, no, no. In the flesh, they're going to see what they're trying to do fail, and then they're going to be held accountable for it in ways that they don't believe is possible. They're going to see the world really close in on them in ways that they don't think is actually possible right now. But it's coming. Because what they've done is made it so that the world cries over the death of children. They've made us see the suffering that they've inflicted on these people. I don't think that type of evil's ever really been done, where the world has seen you do the evil that you do on such a mass scale and you are targeting kids. You ain't never been through that world. This is the first time we've ever seen that, where people want to put kids through the stuff that these people have put kids through, put fathers through, mothers through. It's going to be a very different type of fall that those who've done this are going to have to face. And I say that with a great deal of faith. Great deal. So y'all just keep watching. It may get worse before it gets better, because it don't seem like they stopping. They gaslighting all of us with this little pause or whatever. But they're going to face great pain for what they've done. My name is BDF44. I thank you all for watching. I'm out.